What is up, everybody, and welcome to FLW Videos. In today's episode, we have a very exciting topic to talk about, and it is all centered around Galarian Pokemon being added into Pokemon Go. Maybe you have heard about the news. We ended up seeing Galarian Weezing put into the raid system as a tier 4 raid boss, and with this Pokemon coming into the game, already being available in the game, I thought it would be a lot of fun to go ahead and take a look at these Galarian Pokemon, and then go ahead and showcase to you what the top 5 Galarian Pokemon are that will be coming to Pokemon Go. And we actually have a couple of them that were even able to surpass the 3000 CP mark, so hopefully you are very excited about this. By the way, if you do enjoy this type of content, if you haven't really heard about this anywhere else, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. In at the number 5 position is Obstagoon. So Obstagoon is going to be a part of the Zigzagoon family, but one thing to point out is it's not just going to be the Zigzagoon period, it's going to have to be the Galarian form of Zigzagoon, and then you evolve up to the Galarian form of Linoon, and then finally up to Obstagoon. So you are not going to be able to get your normal Zigzagoons to evolve up to it. Instead, it will have to be the Galarian form. That's going to work in the exact same way as the Alolan variations of the Pokemon. You must have an Alolan to evolve it up that way, but I wanted to go ahead and point that out because we are going to see that theme throughout this entire episode. Just wanted to get that out there up front. So anyways, it has a max CP of 2,652, a dual type of dark as well as normal. We've seen something such as Alolan Raticate that actually has the exact same typing, so that is going to be somewhat familiar. As far as its stats are concerned, we end up having the best stats being its stamina as well as its defense, ranked out at, right around that 100th spot, so that's going to be pretty solid. And then its worst stat, unfortunately, is going to be its attack stat, at least from the rating side. I could see this Pokemon doing fairly well from the PvP side, but it's going to have to be something like the Ultra League as far as its stats are concerned. It is going to max out right around that 2,500 CP mark. Anyways, it has an overall ranking of 131st, but Obstagoon is going to end up being the 5th best version of the Galarian forms added into Pokemon Go. So let's go and take a look at the number 4 spot. We have Mr. Rime. Not to be confused with Mr. Mime. How cool is this? I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy this sprite. But anyways, we've got Mr. Rime with a max CP of 2,827. It is a dual type Pokemon of Ice as well as Psychic typing, so a changing in the typing. And then when you take a look at it, it is going to be involved with the Mr. Mime family, but it's going to be the Galarian form of it. So you will have to have a Galarian Mr. Mime to then evolve up to Mr. Rime. This Pokemon is so cool. Like, I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot, but this is just so cool to just kind of see this added in. Anyways, no more saying so cool. But anyways, so now we have the stats to go ahead and kind of talk about it. Something interesting about this is technically it ended up getting the 2nd highest ranking out of all of the Galarian forms out of this list, but that's just going to be because it is so well-rounded. When you take a look at the stats, I mean, it's a pretty tight spread. The best stat being its attack stat at 212. Could that end up being good? I mean, personally, I think from the Psychic typing, it doesn't have a shot, but then from that Ice type, it does have a little bit of room to kind of work with, but we're also going to see some other Ice types on this list as well. So who knows? Let me know in the comment section below if you do enjoy this Mr. Rime sprite. In at the number 3 spot is Cursula. Pretty interesting play on words in this case. It is going to be a part of the Corsola family, but like I said, involved from the Galarian form of Corsola and evolve it up to Cursula. So that's pretty clever. I do like this kind of idea of this, but anyways, Cursula is going to actually break that 3000 CP barrier, which is so cool, 3063, and Cursula is a pure ghost type Pokemon. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. As far as the stats are concerned, we are going to see its best stat is its attack stat at 253, ranked at 46th in Pokemon Go. That is amazing. Its stamina stat is very low, but hey, this Pokemon's going to act a lot like a glass cannon, much like a lot of the ghost type Pokemon do in Pokemon Go. It has an overall ranking though of 134th. So like I said, it is going to be a little bit lower than Mr. Rime as far as the overall is concerned, but it has a pretty good attack stat, so this could be kind of interesting to see this Pokemon added into the game. Now, the number 1 and 2 spot are going to be kind of an interesting thing to talk about, so we're going to go ahead and address them. Into the number 2 spot is technically going to be Darmanitan. So Darmanitan is actually a Generation 5 Pokemon, so we have not seen this Pokemon added in yet into Pokemon Go, but it is going to have its normal form as well as its Galarian form. That is what this one is in particular. So it is going to be a max speed of 3,105. It is a pure ice type Pokemon. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. When we take a look at the stats, we are going to see some very solid stats as far as the stamina is concerned and the attack stat. An attack stat of 263. That's going to be something to look out for, and it is ranked at 32nd in that category, but its defense is super low, which means it's going to take a lot of damage every time it gets hit, potentially by a raid boss, but it does maintain an overall ranking of 115th. That's overall not that bad. It is going to be 3rd as far as the Galarians are concerned in the ranking specifically, but let me know if you would be excited to have yourself a Darmanitan in the Galarian form. But speaking of Darmanitan, we have to talk about the number 1 position, and this is easily the meme Pokemon of the Galarian forms, and that is Darmanitan Zen mode. So Darmanitan has something known as the Zen mode, and typically it has like a different typing, different stats, but this is going to be the Galarian form of that. But like I said, we haven't seen this Pokemon added into Pokemon Go yet. Are the Galarian forms going to get added in before the Generation 5 versions of Darmanitan, the normal forms? I have no idea, but anyways, this is going to be the Zen mode. As far as its CP is concerned, 3,905. That is insane. Cannot wait to see that added in. And then as far as its typing is concerned, we have ice as well as fire typing, so it is going to be a dual in that case. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats and see kind of what's going on with this. Woo! This is crazy. Check this out. We have an attack stat of 323, ranked at 3rd in Pokemon Go. This Pokemon with the stats of 3,905 misses that 4,000 CP nerf, which is going to help it. If it were just 100 CP higher, it would get nerfed 10% and be much lower, but that is not the case. Its defense stat is absolutely garbage. It will take a lot of damage, but man, it is going to be able to dish it out, assuming it does get a good moveset. We have an overall ranking of 82nd in Pokemon Go. Even with being ranked at 456th in a category, that is going to be insanely good. So anyways, that just about wraps up the video. Hopefully you were excited about these Galarian Pokemon being added into Pokemon Go. As far as the Galarian forms that we covered today, which one is your favorite? I have to say, I'm personally the most excited about Darmanitan, but at the same time, a couple of them were just stylistically really cool. So I would love to know what you think about it in the comments section below. Let me know, and I will see you next time. If you want to develop a deeper connection, I would highly recommend you to check out Patreon. We've got a lot of really cool things going on over there. Check out all of these supporters that we have. We are almost up to 100. We are also posting some special content, some behind the scenes work. And if that is the type of thing that interests you, I would highly recommend you to check it out.